Blade.
Wow, you want to go right for the jugular?
We're going right for it.
We're going in, straight in. Shit, he done had 6 drinks, straight. Might as well.
Man.
All right.
Straight in, no lube, no nothing.
Damn,
wow,
no
just raw dogging some randoms.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, no Diddy, bro.
Did something happen with Blade again? What happened?
Oh man.
We have another rewrite. We have a major rewrites. So Michael Green has left Marvel looking for another writer. Despite this, the story is set to film as scheduled, beginning in Mexico or Brazil in the fall of 2024, between September and November.
Yeah. So
Mahershala it's over. It's over.
Mahershala Ali is out.
Call it. Yeah. Let's call it right now. It's been done for a while. We out.
This thing is done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's all kind of rumors circulating that he actually met with the studio that's doing the new Jurassic Park movie. If he signs that, he's definitely not doing Blade. This thing is just, I don't know what the problem is going on in the back, but this thing is done. At this point, even I don't necessarily want to see it. It's just time to freaking move on.
So sad.
And the other thing is that at this point, they've got to be running out of funding. Like, they've got to be running out of funding, bro. Like,
yeah, they've been paying all what is it? 6 writers now?
Yeah, and that doesn't even count, like, bringing the actors in and whatever little early shooting they were doing
and I would think Mahershala's got to be getting something right now, right? Because he's literally putting shit on hold probably to try and
for the last 2 years.
It's
like
insane,
it's crazy,
man.
It's crazy.
I think
it's just sad.
I think if we want to like deep dive into it a little bit more, I personally think this all got jacked up because of everything that happened. People forget Mahershala Ali signed on to do this movie 5 years ago, 2019. Yeah. So like that's when he was first brought on stage, and we were told, "Hey, this is going to be your Blade," right? So back then, I mean, I'm not trying to call him old by any means because I don't consider this old, but he was 45 when he was announced to be Blade. He's now 50. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying age has anything to do with it.
Right.
But the point of the matter is that Marvel at that point in time was in a different, it was like just before COVID or during COVID, before COVID.
They were about to go on the ramp up that they were about to go on. So I think it was before COVID.
Before COVID. Sure. So I mentioned
right before.
I mentioned this in our group chat. My issue is with all the initial things that we had heard about this movie, the problem to me is that you can't bring in a guy like Mahershala Ali, ask him to play this character who obviously a lot of people love. We say it all the time. Blade is really one of the movies that put Marvel back to being the juggernaut it was. People associate it with Iron Man, but Blade was really the OG that put Marvel somewhat back on the map then.
They literally, that movie took them out of bankruptcy.
Like, that movie took them out of bankruptcy. So like Blade holds a special place in Marvel fans' hearts, right? And then your first script for a new Blade after Wesley, which is Mahershala Ali, is we're going to introduce his daughter and we're going to make her the mainstay afterwards. And Blade is only going to have a movie or two. That's my fucking problem, because how do you cast a guy like this and then move forward with another character being... I understand maybe it's creative direction, this, that, and the other thing. But like, I don't get how you cannot see this opportunity to recruit Mahershala Ali and then say, hey, we're going to make him part of the Midnight Suns. We have Moon Knight. We're now going to get a Wolverine eventually. We have Scarlet Witch. We have all these characters that we can start to build up a Midnight Suns. But no, instead, Marvel's creative team decided, hey, with all these rewrites, we want to make it Blade's daughter. Cool. All right. So where'd that get you? You know what I mean?
It's just it's a giant fumble.
It's a fumble.
I didn't have a problem necessarily with the introduction. I think that the handoff just sucked. And as usual, there's some writer trying to write their own freaking legacy when the story's already there and whatnot. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel.
Exactly.
And how about you go back and actually read a fucking comic book and just stop being an asshole who just wants to write their own freaking story. Because make no mistake, somebody that got this job went back and looked at a story that they wrote from a long time ago and was like, oh, I can adapt this to the Blade movie, and now that'll be my shortcut. You can't do that with comic book heads. You can't. We know the story's supposed to be. We got him back here. Leo's got every freaking volume. We know what the story's supposed to be. You can't fucking lie to us.
They literally could have pulled a first Captain America and gave me a period piece, and then brought him in like, you know, real time after the fact. Like they could have did something different that the other movie didn't do, and it just, I don't know, it stinks. It stinks because he's such a great actor.
Yeah,
and like the excitement around him was just hyped, and like at this point, like I don't see a way forward.
Yeah,
there's no
just want to
shot.
know what is the bag that Marvel and Disney has given Mahershala Ali for these 5 years. Because if it's on him,
he's definitely turned down projects. He had to have.
But the thing is, I want to know what were the creative differences, if there were any. Because we already know there was one with the first writer and the first director.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then it's I just want to know what is going on in the back end. That way, I can say that Mahershala is completely out. Mm-hmm. Because me knowing the mouse, his pockets are heavy.
But at some point, they can't land the story. Like, it's Midnight Suns, it's Dracula, it's his daughter, it's a period piece. It's not a period piece. What's his face? Kit Harington's character, no longer Black Knight. We're not doing that. Like, it's just it's too much.
It's a mess.
It's a mess. And just got to move on.
And even more to that, we know that, you know, listen, Mahershala Ali of all people understands the weight of Blade. Mm-hmm. He understands the weight of that character, where it should fit. So he's not about to let them do something subpar with with this iconic movie and tarnish his brand and his name and Wesley's name on this thing. He knows that people are watching. You know, make no mistake, he and Wesley are friends.
Yeah.
If I do a movie that Leo did years ago and I'm playing his character, you think I'm gonna allow you to bring me in here and make me tap dance and all of that? I gotta go see my friend later who's gonna say, yo, what in the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Didn't one of the rumors say like a handful of fight scenes throughout the whole 150 page script? Like it was ridiculous, bro. It's a Blade movie.
It was a 2 fight scene. Like, that was the first one. Yeah, it was a 2 fight scenes in the whole Blade movie. That was the one where they were going to try to introduce his daughter.
I'm lost though. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you. So I just so there's 2 fight scenes in the whole freaking movie. So this movie got to be at least an hour and a half.
Probably.
The fight scenes can't possibly last more than 3 or 4 minutes on screen.
Probably.
Right.
So what the hell were we supposed to do for the other hour and 23 freaking minutes?
I don't know, but
what were we watching?
It was a Blade origin story because we haven't gotten 3 movies about Blade and don't know who he is already.
Right? No, we don't. And honestly, if the movie didn't start in a crazy rave and play that song and Blade killed people, I wouldn't have liked it anyway. So I mean, what are we talking about?
I mean, I want to know what ends up happening when he leaves and they end up getting a smaller name actor to fill in for and be Blade, because I guarantee you the whole script just goes to shit at that point. And it's just
all right. John Boyega, just give it to him. It's fine.
Stop. Don't do John Boyega ain't doing that either.
He sure the fuck ain't.
He ain't doing that either.
I've seen this movie before.
Yeah, sure did.
Let's catch up with some comments here. This movie's going to come out in 2029 at this point. It ain't never coming out.
Honestly, it'll still come out before GTA 6. Let's be honest.
Imagine fumbling an actor, and the actor that built the house Marvel film stands on. Feige doesn't know what he's doing with the franchise. I mean, like, listen,
I don't even know that it's so much a Feige thing, though. I really think it's above him.
When that was first announced, that's when Feige was like, that's when Disney Plus was starting to come into fruition, and it was already announced that like Feige was spread thin. So a lot of stuff was already going on behind the scenes. Not saying he doesn't have end all be all in decision making, but a lot of stuff was going on without, his real full input on all of it, because he can't be everywhere at once. But I get it.
I kind of get the feeling that there's just simply no one there to say this is like this thing always seems like everybody in the room has a say so, but there's not one person to make the final decision on this.
Exactly.
They presented it to us as if Mahershala Ali had the final say so, but I don't think that that's the truth. I think that everybody in the room has something to say, and then nobody's agreeing, which is why you see writers leaving and going and whatnot. Somebody has to have the final say so, and it just seems like
agreed. At the time, how do you say his name?
Bob Chapek.
Chapek was the CEO of Disney, is not doing a job with that. It goes back to Bob Iger when they made all these decisions. It goes back
if I'm not,
Blade Trinity.
If I'm not mistaken, like Chapek was the one that says throw all the content out, give him everything. 5 shows, give him everything, throw it.
Johnny Fish, what the fuck is up, boys?
Oh,
Said something
Johnny
on Facebook,
Fish?
but you guys didn't see it anyway.
He's on YouTube.
Leo Drink and what the fuck with Blade?
I always get shocked when Johnny Fish is on YouTube. What's up, man?
Johnny Fish, something happened with Facebook tonight because I started late. I think it got like jacked up. I don't know why. I went back to check it, but it should be live now. But we appreciate you checking in. I know it took a lot of effort for you to jump over from Facebook to YouTube, so I appreciate you. Let's see. Iger meant to use Chapek as a mouthpiece and then fell out and made his own terrible decisions. Damn. Fucking hell. Seeing then to now, leave Blade alone, in my opinion.
Honestly, leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Yeah, bro.
And it stinks because we got Man-Thing too, and I thought Man-Thing,
bro. That movie was too. That special presentation was too good.
I know that's the problem.
Yeah,
you have to do it.
Here's my thing though. At this point, like, just do your Midnight Suns thing and don't even do a solo Blade thing. Yep. Get Mahershala Ali out there as soon as possible and go off the back of Werewolf by Night and Man-Thing and Elsa Bloodstone and like and Moon Knight. Like, just throw him in there. We all know who Blade is. We don't need it again. Just let's do it. Let's just freaking go.
When I heard the plot for the first script, I'd rather see Sticky Fingers Spike TV Blade.
Yo, you wild for that. You wild.
That's actually crazy.
Wait, it gets worse.
Blade ain't coming, man. That is not happening. Chase is spitting right now. Coogler can be the only answer and didn't put his stink on his acting credits. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, you're just gonna have Coogler do every other movie at Marvel at this point. Like, he's not gonna do every other movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's the only one people seem to want. If he's in the lead for the X-Men project, he's not gonna take on Blade too. That's not happening.
I mean, he could, but I'm like, damn, bro. If Coogler steps in here right now and they keep Mahershala, shit.
Coogler comment. They want Ryan for X-Men 2. He already signed for Black Panther 3. This man is locked for the next decade, practically. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't he? Why? I mean, Ryan Coogler's been fantastic for Marvel. Let me see. Plenty of great actors to do Blade, in my opinion. Lots of younger black actors hungry for the role. Hopefully, the script and the direction is taken. Yeah, I mean, they could fix it. You can fix it, but
I was thinking about this. This might be a weird one, but like Denzel's son. It's weird. I know it's weird, but like I see it. I don't know.
Listen, Denzel's son is a good actor. Like I like him.
Yeah,
but he's a quirky.
Yeah,
but I mean, listen. Maybe you just haven't seen him in the right role yet. Like,
yeah, bro.
I don't know.
I've seen him in 2 or 3 movies. After 2 or 3 movies, you kind of get a feel for who people are on screen, and who he plays is dope. You know, Black Klansman and all that. I couldn't. This is, you know.
So. Ryan's working on his vampire flick with Michael B. Jordan. Imagine if that comes out and upstages Blade. Marvel will be embarrassed and ashamed.
No,
true.
They really
true.
Should.
Facts.
Very, very true. A couple more. I can't wait to read the book, the tell-all book Mahershala writes about this experience years from now.
I need a documentary the same way that Nick Cage got a documentary about the Superman movie. I need a documentary about how this movie fails.
Wow, Aaron, it doesn't take a lot, but I'm mostly on Facebook. John, Fish, I'm messing with you, bro. It was a joke. Don't worry about it. I was only fucking around with you, man. Wesley Snipes for Blade, and it will not forever be cursed. Have you seen Wesley Snipes these days, bro? He don't look like Blade anymore.
You're not pulling up Wesley Snipes' picture again.
No, I'm not doing it.
The GOAT.
I'm not butchering anybody. He is forever Blade, in my opinion, but he don't look like Blade anymore.
He's not Blade anymore.
He is 170 soaking wet.
Yeah, bro.
That shit ain't happening anymore. You can't buff him up enough to be Blade right now, man.
He's eating healthy, goddammit.
Motherfucker, I'll kill you.
Bro, Whistler looks bigger than he does right now.
Yo,
Big yikes.
For real, though. He really is. Wesley Snipes made comic book movies cool and realistic. Put respect on his name and give him a cold final movie. Can't do it. Not now.
Give him a cold final.
Can't do it.
CGI is a crazy thing, man. I don't know.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Shamir Anderson for Blade. He was Tracker in John Wick 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about.
Amir Anderson?
The weird guy with the dog.
Yeah, the one with the dog?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I don't know. In my opinion, though, I listen, Marvel's got to fix this somehow. If they're still going to do a Blade movie, I don't even know why they would at this point. I mean, I still think they want to do Midnight Suns, but at this point, I think X-Men kind of altered Marvel's plans because I think they weren't expecting the popularity that it garnered. And, I think Midnight Suns is now an afterthought for them. I think they're going to try to move forward with X-Men and Fantastic Four and just see where that takes them. But
at this point, Blade's going to become, at best, an animated series that'll pop up on Disney Plus, and that'll be the end of that shit, bro. Is what it is.
Yeah. What we told you, it's official. Yeah. Non-stop. 24/7, 365.